Four competitors think they have what it takes to be the chopped champion.
I spent all my money opening the restaurant, you know, my dream. So $10,000 would certainly go a long way.
The first thing I would have done is ran over to the sink to clean that calamari under running cold water. You can get it done a lot faster.
At this point, my mind is running 100 miles per hour.
For a 22-year-old who doesn't make that much money, $10,000 would help me take care of my mother and help me pay for a lot of bills.
I'm just going to lightly sear the calamari. Get a little bit of caramelization on it. Just give it the respect that it deserves. I've been cooking for 20 years. These guys are young, and at the end of the day, I have more experience than I do.
Welcome, chefs. Here are the rules. There are 3 rounds: appetizer, entree, and dessert. Each course in the meal comes with its own basket of mystery ingredients. You must use every ingredient in the basket in some way. If your dish doesn't cut it, you will be chopped. Please open your baskets. And for the appetizer course, you must use smoked oysters, star fruit, jicama, and whole calamari. Exactly 20 minutes on the clock. Time starts now.
Usually when I eat fresh oysters, my lip will swell up behind, but I'm gonna try to do the best that I can. Right away, I grab linguine because I need something to marry all the ingredients together. I'm going to make pasta with sauteed calamari, with jicama, star fruit, and smoked oyster ragu.
They eat so much calamari in Spain, it's scary. They eat it stuffed, grilled, fried, breaded. I'm gonna make a Napoleon out of the jicama calamari and the smoked oysters with a star fruit vinaigrette.
I grab some flour, grab some spices. I'm going to make pan-fried calamari with sauteed smoked oysters and a jicama and star fruit slaw.
These are ingredients that I feel comfortable with. Pork and shellfish is the road I like to travel on. So I'm planning on making squid stuffed with Italian sausage over a light stew of smoked oysters and bacon with a little salad of jicama and star fruit.
1 minute left, chefs.
I look over at my competitors, and the guys are running around so much, I'm thinking my plate's way too simple.
Jennifer is done, and she's standing at attention.
It is you against the clock, chefs. And 10, 9, 8, 7.
With about 6 seconds left, I run to the pantry to grab truffle oil.
4.
What's going on? This doesn't look good.
1. Time's up. Please step back. Chef Jennifer.
I made sauteed squid with a Napoleon of jicama, smoked oysters, and cucumber with a star fruit and red pepper vinaigrette to make it nice and fresh.
Chef Kelvin.
I did a linguine pasta with sauteed calamari and a quick ragu of the star fruit, jicama, and smoked oysters.
Chef Daniel.
I have for you pan-fried calamari with sauteed smoked oysters and a warm salad with jicama and star fruit.
Chef Jason.
I cooked stuffed squid with Italian sausage over a stew of bacon and smoked oysters and a jicama and star fruit salad.
So, whose dish is on the chopping block? Chef Daniel, you've been chopped. Judges?
Daniel, today you had some technical flaws here. We really liked the pickling element of the jicama and the star fruit, but it just got overwhelmed with heat.
Chef Jennifer, Chef Kelvin, Chef Jason. Let's see what surprises the baskets hold this time. Please open them up. The mandatory ingredients for the entree round are jumbo shrimp, creme de cassis, black quinoa, and pastrami. 30 minutes on the clock. Time starts now.
My plan is to cook the shrimp 2 ways, one wrapped in pastrami, the other one seared, over a risotto-style quinoa and a creme de cassis gastrique.
I'm going to make a seared jumbo shrimp with quinoa and pastrami risotto with creme de cassis reduction.
So I'm gonna make a seared shrimp with a confetti of black quinoa, pastrami, and vegetables, purple potatoes, and a cassis reduction.
This quinoa is not cooked, and I know it. At this point, there isn't enough time for me to fix it.
1 minute left, chefs.
Oh, my God. Come on, plate this food, guys. Plate the food.
Unfortunately, the quinoa has to go down first. It's the worst feeling to have, to plate something that is not meant to be plated.
There's next to no time left, chefs. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Please step back. Chef Kelvin, how'd you handle that?
What I have for you, I have a seared 5-spice jumbo shrimp with a pastrami quinoa risotto and a creme de cassis reduction.
Next up, Chef Jason.
I cooked for you shrimp 2 ways, one wrapped in pastrami, the other one lightly seared with stewed quinoa, apples, carrots, and celery, and then a gastrique of cassis.
Chef Jennifer.
I made rare seared shrimp with a confetti of quinoa with pastrami and purple potatoes.
So, whose dish is on the chopping block? Chef Jason, you've been chopped. Judges?
Jason, you're obviously a talented chef. Unfortunately, the quinoa was definitely way undercooked. And we also felt that the pastrami didn't quite work, I think, the way you wanted it to.
Thank you. Good luck, guys.
Chef Jennifer, Chef Kelvin, please open your baskets. And you must use in your desserts matzo crackers, Lady Gala apples, walnuts, and borscht. 30 minutes on the clock. Time starts now.
I'm going to make matzo-crusted pan perdue with borscht sauce, caramelized apples, and maple syrup glazed walnuts. After round 1 and 2, I'm more confident. I've made it this far for a reason.
I think apples make a great dessert, so I'm gonna make a takeoff of a brown Betty, which is a fruit dessert with bread and butter.
Chefs, you have 10 minutes left on the clock.
Look, we have 10 minutes here, and Chef Kelvin doesn't even have his pan perdue in his pan yet.
I hear 10 minutes, I need to start cooking. I'm not really worried about my bread being dry at this point. I think it's soaked long enough. Sweeten it up, sweeten it up. I know the strawberry won't be enough to sweeten up the borscht sauce, so I grab the strawberry jam. Let's rock and roll, baby. It's a friendly competition. We both want to win, but in the end, we're 2 chefs competing for the same thing.
5 minutes left on the clock, chefs.
I do see Jennifer with ring molds. Interesting.
I'm gonna use ring molds just to have a nice center on the plate. The caramel is not stretching the way it normally would, and they start folding. And it's like, oh no.
Just under 2 minutes, chefs.
I'm cutting up the pan perdue in a triangle so I can present it nicely. I still have 1 more in the oven because I know it's not quite ready. And I want everything to be perfect. Time, time, time.
1 minute, chefs.
When I take the ring molds off, it does spread a little bit further than I had hoped. This is not what I had planned, but there's really nothing I can do to fix it because time's running out.
Jen, how you doing, Jen?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing amazing.
Give it all you've got left, chefs. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Please step back. Chef Jennifer.
I've made a takeoff of a brown Betty. Gala apples with matzo ball crumbs. I made a coulis out of the borscht with a little bit of walnuts, molasses, and mascarpone.
Chef Kelvin.
Judges, for you, I have a matzo-crusted pan perdue with a strawberry borscht sauce, caramelized apples, and maple glazed walnuts.
So, whose dish is on the chopping block? Chef Kelvin, you've been chopped.
Chef Kelvin, you have an unbelievable future before you, and you need to know that. There was just some issues with your dishes. Starting with the appetizer, we just didn't see how the star fruit and the jicama really fit. And in the dessert, we just felt that the pan perdue was really dry. And those were the reasons that we had to chop you.
I want to thank you guys for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. Congratulations. Thank you.
And that means, Chef Jennifer, that you are the chopped champion, and you've just instantly become $10,000 richer. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.